All right. Can you give me your first and last name?
David Hill.
Awesome. Can you give me the email address associated with your Coinbase account?
David Hill 76. David Hill 76 at gmail.com.
Can you verify that you are the only account holder?
Yes, I am the only account holder.
And can you verify the last four of your social?
6157.
Awesome. Thank you, Mr. David. You have been verified.
Awesome.
Perfect. So, yeah, just want to I think you met with someone before. Not
Yeah,
myself. Casey. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So you met with Casey before. Could you tell me just a little bit more about what's going on, where you're at?
Perfect.
How's
Yeah, where I'm at now, or kind of recap the whole thing from the beginning, or what do you need mostly right now, Darren?
Well, I have some notes here, so I'm just open to give whatever you're ready to share.
Okay.
What you're looking for.
Sure. Yeah, the main thing that I'm looking for is correction to the first incident where I had TradingView open here on my screen. Right, I have it live with my, and I've got the kind where I can see down to the second. And I had all my indicators and everything ready to go, right? And like right now I have it linked because I can actually link my Coinbase account to it. So, in the evenings when future markets are open, that's kind of when the kids are home and everything. So I'm sitting here at my desk. I don't know how much of a video gamer you are, but we're playing this game called Undertale. And it's a very simple 2D game, like, you can divert your attention and you don't have to pause. It's not like, it's like a type thing. It's not like a big deal, like Pokemon almost. And so I'm like, I got my 4-year-old in my lap here and we're playing it. And I got my phone right here with Coinbase because I'm watching the stuff, and then it just drops, and I'm grabbing my phone. It's open on Coinbase, and I'm trying to hit close trade, and it just says, oops, an error occurred, and I'm like freaking out, and I like close the app, reopen it, try to close the trade again, oops, an error occurred. And I'm just watching my account go from like positive 2,000 to like negative 800, negative 3,000, negative 8,000, negative 12, and then just boom, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, how did I just lose like $22,000 or whatever? So that's the main one. There was one that happened after that, but it's more of, I think it was maybe more of a TradingView thing and a software communication thing, and it may not have, like, I understand that may not have been Coinbase's fault, and that might have been TradingView's fault because I was trying to execute the trade through TradingView's thing. And so, I mean, I get stuff like that happens, but that also resulted in another like 18 to 22K loss because I was trying to click reverse position and it didn't. And anyway, but the main one was the one where it was just like, oops, like my money, that much money, that's like half a year's salary, or like that's an apprentice's year salary, like that's an oops. Like, I get that to like, JP Morgan folks, that's just like whatever. But for me, I mean, it's caused our family a lot of stress in the last 2 weeks. Me mental health wise, running the business. I mean, some of that was in margin and it wasn't even supposed to be. I guess I don't even understand. Like, maybe I don't, maybe I do. But that's where we're at with that. That was what I told Casey, and he said, good news is like this does happen, and I've worked with people that they've got the money refunded for, so like, I can't say anything this way or that way, but like, we can stay hopeful. And it sounded like he was on my side, like he really cared about getting this made right, because it sounded like he understood like how this had happened before to people, and like software errors happen, and that, like hopefully something can get resolved, because it's, it's easy for y'all to rectify, but for us, it's like life-altering, life-changing, and then we don't know what recourse we have. And then, of course, I'm sure with everything else going on in the world right now and all the release of everything and all the stuff happening right now, a lot of people aren't in a good mental space. So I'm hoping at least this morning we can have some good news. because there's not a whole lot left in this world. But I don't know. Whatever questions
Right.
you have for me to help get things filled in, I'm here to help with.
Okay.
Because I just
Thank you.
yeah.
No, I was going to say thank you for giving me that. And could you tell me the exact date that that happened on?
Man, I don't know, not right off the top of my head. I would hope that y'all were helping keep log of all that, unless you're not on my side and you're trying to come up with a case against it. But
I just got this case.
that's fine. Can you show me where to go?
I can look it up. No
I
problem.
know it was a few weeks ago, and maybe if I pull up my email, I can look up. There's a couple of cases open.
So yeah, I understand the case. I just want to know the date of the transaction occurred. So I can try and find it, but it looks like you've been making some transactions, so it may be difficult for me to find it immediately.
Oh yeah, okay. I need to. I wouldn't. I mean, I found like a transaction thing, but it would be. Would have had to have been like early February, pretty much the day that I started trading futures. It would have been within that time.
So were you new to futures?
Yeah.
And how long have you been trading futures, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, I thought they were more like options. I didn't realize that they were. I guess I don't understand. I thought they were option. I thought that's what they were. That's what it sounded like they were. Was like basically an options trade. Like you get it at a reduced cost. You buy a lot size, and then it's just you kind of playing the volatility. But I had no idea that the COMEX would just come in and raise margin requirements overnight. That wasn't something that I understood. I don't know. There's a lot of. Let me see if I can get this custom date range from. Because I know that like when I first started doing it, it was like Bitcoin perpetuals, and I was like, okay, I can do something like that. I've been doing Bitcoin since 2019. Like, it's been huge for me. I mean, y'all saw that I just transferred like almost 20K worth of crypto in from my cold wallet because the app kept saying you need to add funds to protect your investments. So I was like, okay, it's like you're at risk of liquidation. So I just kept adding stuff. I didn't understand that it would just get taken in the event of some government auto pin law or whatever that was. It looks like it was maybe like around February 11th, maybe. I don't know, maybe even sooner. Whenever it would no, even before February 9th, transfer to spot, bought so no, even before that, 8th. It may have been the 8th. I'm not seeing any. I'm only seeing my perpetuals. No, there's natural gas on February 6th. Oh, yeah, then y'all offer copper. Yeah, that was good. I was so happy that y'all brought copper to futures at least. Darren, thanks for working with me here. I'm sorry. So far back.
I'm also trying to find it on my
February 3rd. Yeah, it must have been the end of January. So I may not even be in the right spot. There we go. There's one call. Okay. That's a pretty big one. Let's see. I'm just trying to go through and find like the big silver ones that were like over a good amount of money. I'm down into January 29th now. There's January 29th. That sounds right. 17 contracts. That was one of them. That 17 contract thing. Yeah, I don't know. It is like, I guess I would try to like dollar cost average down, but I don't think that's like a strategy in futures or something, because I got demolished January 28th. Keep going, keep going. Sold. Well, there's a 15 one. That's January 27th. 22, that was a big one. Yeah, January 27th. January 27th. That rings a bell. January 27th.
Okay.
That looks like.
So you think it happened? Did you reach out the day that it happened?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I started reaching out, and I was impressed because Coinbase reached out to me. They said, "Hey, we're actually like aware that there was an issue with your trade." And I was very hopeful. So I'm still very hopeful, especially since I just got the email that there's been a resolution to the case. Hoping that they gave me a fair look.
When did you get that email? And where did you look at your communications? Because I'm not tracking that.
Okay. Reply. Case number 258-13667. Hello, David. Coinbase customer success. I'm trying to get the exact email. Let me see. It's like customer success at coinbase.com, so I assume it's legitimate. It says, hello, David. I'm writing to confirm that the issue regarding your derivatives trade has been successfully resolved. Thank you for your patience in choosing Coinbase. Let me see. What's your email? I'll forward it to you so you can see it. It came in Friday, February 20th at 11:13 a.m.
You don't have to send it. I should be able to see it.
Okay.
And what time zone are you in?
Central.
Earlier.
What about you? Where are you at?
Eastern.
Eastern. Are you in North Carolina too? Where Casey's at?
Yes, sir. Casey is no longer with us, so I'm your concierge now. So you've been transferred to me.
I know that was scary. Like, it wasn't a good sign. That's normally not a good sign in these situations. What happened with Casey?
He just is no longer in his department, so nothing wrong in that sense.
It does. I mean, it's. I used to work at Edward Jones, so I have like a little bit of insight into compliance. I mean, I still have my family book with Interactive Brokers of about 11 clients, so I still have annual reporting laws and stuff to follow.
Right.
ADVs to deliver to clients and stuff.
So I got an email. Let me see what I can reference to that.
Yeah.
See what I can find.
Man. Would it be all right if I go and top off my coffee real quick? It's just right upstairs.
Oh yeah. Go ahead, no problem. Okay, so David, are you still there? just slow it.
I can hear you right up here, coming back down. If you can hear me, that is. I'm coming back. I'm right here.
No, you're good. You're good. I got time. You can finish your coffee. I'm just gonna send it to my manager was actually the one that sent that email. So we'll try and get some clarity from him, which is perfect because I can get it the direct answer. Mm-hmm. So my manager is on West Coast time. So he may not respond to me before we get off the call, but since they sent that email, I have like a direct message to him and I can see who sent that. So I can ask him directly if it was approved, if not, what does that actually mean, so that I can get clarity for you. And I'll be looking for any additional information as far as like if there is a resolution and then what is that resolution, so that you have some clarity as well on your end.
Okay. So what happens if it's not good news?
If it's determined that we are not at fault, then there's nothing that we would be able to do from a Coinbase side. As far as like refunding, there are other things like programs, that we can look at. I would definitely need to get some more clarity from my manager, but again, I wouldn't, just write it off now until the full investigation is done. And then seeing how they said that it is resolved, so I just want to get some more clarity on what was sent and like what actually took place before giving you an answer. Because I don't have the visibility right now this second to see what they had, especially because someone else had the case prior. So all I'm doing is just following up on the flow. Right now, my perspective, I don't think anything that tells me no, right? So if it was a flat out no, then I would probably already do that by now. So what I need to do is just follow up, get some clarity. And I do apologize that this came to me recently. So
well, if I may politely interrupt you right there, I'm a business owner too. I have employees. I like any raising my voice or emotion, it would not be directed at you. It would just be because I'm human, and like I'm not like at any like I know that y'all have a really tough job being put in front of us. While your managers get to stay asleep on West Coast time. Like I get that that's not cool. So I would not want to I felt like Casey and I were really getting along well because like I've been a customer, I've been a bellman, I've been on the phone, customer service when I was younger, like. So, I want to try to be respectful to y'all because y'all are just human. And so, I mean, I appreciate, like, you telling me, like, well, from my experience, if it was a no, we would probably already know that. So, like, I'm not saying that it's good news, but I'm saying that it's not following my experience, which I appreciate that quite a bit because it's very honest, it's very blunt, it's very straightforward, and it's fact-based on your experience. And so I understand, like, Casey might have got promoted, or he might have got let go, or there might have been something that happened, but neither you nor Casey are the ops in this, right? Y'all are actually being thrown on the front lines, like, by your emperor or your general type deal. And that's, you know.
I want you to know that I'm your biggest advocate, right? So what I'm doing now is looking for anything that says, hey, we had some issues today, or we had things that weren't in line with this account that I can present to the team as well. So I have whatever Casey has. I'm really good at the tech side, advocating for my clients. So I do want you to know that I'm really good at that. So I cannot promise anything. But what I can say is you're going to get the best advocate, probably even better than Casey. I can 100% promise you that. So that's not a fluff. That's just me being real. But I don't give promises that I can't 100%.
Sure.
But what I can promise is that you're going to get the best advocate right here, right now, that you've gotten. And since my direct manager is involved, super easy for me to get an understanding. So once I get that, I'll have more information for you. I don't want you to feel like, hey, it's all over, it's all lost. Definitely don't want you to feel that way. I want you to just take it as, hey, someone new is coming into the case, they're getting the notes, and now it's my turn to transition, and I'm not going anywhere. I'll be here, working with you through this. I'm going to be the last concierge you go through in this process, so no more transitions, no transfers. I'm going to advocate for you. So
Thank you.
Just want you to know that.
Thank you. Well, you're not just advocating for me, you're advocating for my two kids who don't really have a voice in all of this. Who need that money for us to... I had to take out a loan to make the house note. So I don't know. I don't know if there's what the options are as far as like investor protections or anything like that. I mean, I get that I filled out the application. I was just under the wrong assumption when I filled it out. I just thought, options and futures and all that is kind of always, they're just high leverage type stuff, but so I don't know what you have for me there.
On futures.
I mean, it would have been over a decade ago, if any, when I took my series.
The Casey send you education on futures.
No, he didn't send anything.
So I'm gonna set you up, send you some educational content info, and since I am your concierge, if you want specific education, we can set up. I can try and set up a class or something with the futures team.
Okay.
Just to see if we can get you some clarity on how it works, whether it may give you a better understanding. I'm also very versed in it, so I do know how it works. I've used the product often in the past. Personally, I don't do futures anymore. That's just because I don't have the time to do it. But all in all, up until
I don't have a lot of time either. Maybe that's my mistake.
Yeah. I would say that if you, from a personal standpoint, this is not financial advice because we can't give financial advice.
But like, if you were my friend,
right? Yeah, exactly. If I'm your friend, I'm going to tell you if you can't monitor your account, if you can't see it or know. You really have to be engaged in it when you're doing futures, and you have to have your stop loss and take profits in. If you don't have stop loss, take profits in. That's a big. I mean, again, can't give financial advice. But for me, I would never trade without a take profit or stop loss personally. There's a lot of things that I would not do that people who come in may think are okay or appropriate. And it's just because they haven't experienced certain things yet. So, personally, I can relate to you. Back in 2022, I had my first real futures moment. I traded stocks stock options to be specific. Made it to about 15 to 20K of my own funds, and I started back working because I was on a leave. I took a leave, say, hey, I can really trade, I can do this. Got it to where I wanted it. Then I had to start back work again. While I was working that same 15K, I started, doing the same thing, still options trading. And that same 15K that I had by the end of the week was at 3K. So for me, learning futures and options, I had to go through and take some really hard lessons. Hopefully, we can see if there was anything on our side to see if there's something different in your situation. But for me, it was very tough to maintain my account if I was too focused on my 9 to 5 or things going on.
Yeah. Well, that's good to hear that you're at a better place now after that. Now, this is like my third big one. I lost about 18K on Super Micro SMCI a couple months ago. That was bad. So, this was like... Anyway, man, what was I trying to say? It's good that you came back from it.
And I would say to this, again, that doesn't mean I'm just telling you my story. Not saying that our stories are related. Just more or less like my story, so that you can understand. Hey, even as a coinbase employee, I've gone through this. I've made it out. Regardless, and whatever the outcome is, I'm here to support you. Whether that's, hey, we can find a resolution, or if we don't find that resolution today, like, how can I, Aaron Underwood, still support you? Whether that's education, whether that's
strategies,
understanding.
What can we do to...
Correct, right?
Yeah. Like, use this last 8,500.
Exactly, because even if it feels like, I know what it feels like to lose, a lot of money, and really depend on that.
Like pretty much all the money you've worked for the last 10 years represents everything that you've ever built. Yeah. You lose it because you don't quite understand the product or the application that you're using. I don't know. My wife works at a law firm, and she's just saying right now, just trust that they have your best interest at heart. I trust that y'all are a fiduciary, but she says, keep documenting everything and just all of that, because if all of this ends and it's not favorable, then we can look at other options. But for now, it sounds like we just need to keep things hopeful. And it sounds like things are looking kind of good, because based on your experience. So I'm hoping we're good there.
For sure. So
it's been a rough couple of years. Starting out with my brother passing away last January, and then all the other stuff with having kids and building a business, and mom being in and out of the hospital.
No, I definitely understand that. And just want to say that again, I am, here for you and going to be your best advocate. I know life just life sometimes, and we're all human. So at the end of the day, whether we have titles or where we work at, whoever we are, we all come from the same place at the end of the day, made up of the same types of things, and we have those same feelings. So again, I do feel for you, and I am here to be your biggest advocate in this space.
Okay. All right. So what's the next steps?
Yes, sir. So next steps will be once I hear from my management, I can email you. I expect to hear from them within the next 24 to 48 hours. Let me know where the status is. I can't say in 24 to 48 hours that it'll be resolved, but you will at least have an update to understand, hey, this is where we are, this is what I know, and then we can navigate from there.
Okay. And you said you're gonna send me an email?
Yes, sir. It's gonna come from Coinbase or help@coinbase.com.
Okay.
It should be the same thing that Casey was emailing you from.
Yeah. Okay. There we go then. I guess there's nothing else for me to go over. I don't think, because that was really it. I just got that email back saying, hey, it's been resolved. So I was hoping. But I'm glad I got to meet you, and you got to hear my side of the story. Well, yeah.
Right. Well, Mr. David, if there's anything else you need from me in the meantime, let me know. I'll be sure to do everything and the best that I can to make sure that we can come to some type of resolution.
All right. Thanks, man.
Thank you, Mr. David.
Please let me know as soon as you hear anything. You could even give me a call on, I guess, the phone on my account, or text me. Would be good too.
Okay.
So.
Awesome. Well, Mr. David, I'll be honest with you, the only form of communication that we can do is via email, just so you're aware.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, yeah. So what I will do is promise, and that's just for your safety and other people's safety, just 'cause people will say, hey, I'm texting them from Coinbase and it's not a real person, but I will send you an email from that help@coinbase.com, just so you know, and once you reply to that, I'll be able to see it. And if you want to book again, you're able to book at any time. If you want to book tomorrow, I have plenty of availability this week and a little bit next week. So, again, feel free to book as well if you need to.
Okay. Sounds good. All right. I'm looking forward to it.
All right. Thanks, Mr. David. Talk soon.
Thanks, Darren. Bye. Hey, good morning. All right. How's it going? Good morning. How's it going? I know. How y'all doing? Pretty good. Y'all want anything to eat or drink? Coffee? Well, I got coffee and water. Very gone. She got into something yesterday and stinking it up. Had to give her a bath. Mason, what's up? All right. Go, go, prairie, prairie dog. You're such a silly puppy dog. How's everybody's weekend?
Pretty good.
That's good.
How's yours?
It was a weekend. It was filled with work every day. That's right, because Matt and I worked Saturday. Yeah, we got it. It was a good one. Not a bad day.
Basically, whenever we got up there, we had to cut right around here on the pipe. Pull that out, of course. And then It took us what, like 2 hours? Maybe an hour and a half?
It wasn't too bad. I hadn't heard anything back, so I'm guessing NES showed up and got them taken care of. Same thing with Cleve. Haven't heard anything from him all weekend, so I guess they got his power turned back on too. So all is good.
Are we going back to church today?
One of them, we're gonna finish up somewhere, or we might split. I don't know. Trying to think about what all else. I need to wrap up Joe Brown. I gotta get that white wire, and I gotta connect the fire alarm. I'm trying to get this table cleared up so y'all can take it outside and set stuff on. Start getting everything. I'm just cleaning this table off. I mean, this is just going to go over here. And I'm going to take those back upstairs. That can just go. This is all business receipts and checks. So it stays with the business. I'm going to put my uniform on. Right here.